people, my name is Erina to Uganda. The channel is Erina TL. It used to be Erina TL Vibes, but we rebranded it to Erina TL. And I am a vlogger, I am an engineer by profession, and I'm a former student of Chambogo University. That's why today I'm joined by other students and alumni of Chambogo University to discuss different issues about campus life and about life in general.
Yes, I'm called Makerere's Brand. I'm glad and very happy to be part of this intersession again, this discussion. I'm working with currently Madivan group of companies that is in Jinja. But I was once a former student who did a bachelor's degree in mechanical and manufacturing, graduated in 2018.
Hello viewers, my name is Musira Ronald, a student of Chambogo University pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Finance, year 3. Currently, I'm acting as a chairperson in Madivan sponsored students, and I'm so happy to be part of this interview.
So right next year is Gumsir Zalan. I'm a student at Chambogo. I'm pursuing a Bachelor in Mechanical and Manufacturing in my first year. I'm happy to be on this platform today.
Okay, so earlier in August, as you know, most academic years of universities open up in August. So earlier in August, you know, different universities, first year freshers were joining university, and something happened. It went viral on social media. It was about a campus first year student who joined with what they call a senior one metallic suitcase. That was Henry Suubi Henry. If all of you know him, if you're on Twitter, if you're on social media, if you're on Facebook, his story went viral. It became a TV case. He had to do a lot of interviews because people wanted to know what was behind his story. This tweet was posted by a fellow student who was now in second year, Opal Emmanuel. From all this happens in Makerere University. So a lot of people came out and gave their views on social media. Some criticized, some sympathized, others empathized, and so we would also want to know your take on that. This Opal claims he didn't do it as in a way of bullying Suubi. But if you're to follow his tweets, to me it seemed the bullying. That is my take. I would like to know your take on that. Did you follow the whole story on social media? What did you learn from that? Okay, we start with you.
Yeah, thank you, moderator, for bringing such a wonderful topic to us. I followed that incident which happened at Makerere University. Really, I saw the guy was as if he was coming in senior one. But what I get here is this guy understood where he came from. He understood where he came from. He didn't mind about that campus, you need to buy all whatever necessary issues, but he understood where he came from, because when you follow his speeches very well, he was narrating that the family cannot even afford to buy a pen. The family cannot even afford to buy a book. So the guy was right. It wasn't an accident, but he was right. And two, he never gave up. Despite of him carrying the suitcase, metallic suitcase, he went on to his dream. Joining the university. Yes, joining the university. He didn't mind about the people who were around him. And three, he used it as an opportunity, because now he gained a scholarship. He's being provided with everything. So I see it as opportunity.
Before we go to the opportunities
yes.
he received as a person, because a lot of people came in to help him,
yes.
Let us look at this whole process.
Yes.
That time, Nico, how did you get to know? Where did Suubi's story find you? How did you perceive it?
Well,
how did you react?
Yeah, I pursued Suubi's story positively because Suubi's story and the journey is almost related to mine. When you step in campus arena, there are some things you learn at campus. Me, I would literally think this boy, the background, never knew anything. That campus, you carry this, campus, you're supposed to go with this. I think his journey had like a village background in it. So when I was on my phone, Googling and on Facebook, and I find this story, it perceived and it picked a lot of interest. And I also picked the interest. Because to me, the lessons I learned from that boy, the boy was focused. The boy knew that I can go with what I have, and I go and achieve what I want. If it's a degree, I think he came specifically for the degree. And another thing I learned from that story, it's always about being courageous. That you see the vigor you get when you're going to join university.
Yes,
I think that's the vigor the boy had. I'm going to the university, and being Makerere, being the Makerere, everyone in the village knows only one university in Uganda.
Yeah, and
that's
probably you know how they walk. Sometimes they walk you to the stage. Mwana wa agenda kasos Makerere. I'm thinking of that, like maybe he had that kind of thing, and then he reaches this side in Kampala. He finds a different story. People are mocking him, yet he left a village as the champion, going to the university. But reaching the university, people who were supposed to receive him are mocking him instead. So we are learning that you can come, start with whatever you have.
Yeah.
What did you learn from his story?
Actually, me the first time I saw that video, I never thought it was real. But when I went on to follow the story, I realized that things happen, but sometimes we don't know because we don't know such information.
Exactly. Yes.
Me, I appreciate the guy who exposed him, because at least it helped us to know certain things that are around us.
Yeah.
Here at Chambogo University, I know there are also other students who follow the case of Suubi.
They may not
But
carry
because,
metallic
they may not carry fine, they don't have
but
even
they
the
have
metallic.
kavera.
They have a kavera, they don't have a smartphone. So those are the challenges that when we are joining the university, we as students face, but we don't know. But bearing in mind the background where we come from, as long as you are committed to go to the university, amidst any challenge, whether the Muzei say I'm going to pay the fees, whatever, you can use the resources available and you go to school. I think the play which was the campus for Makerere, it portrayed also like the same incidences, whereby students would come, they are in poor conditions, but they managed also be in school and portray with other people.
To relate on your point, me when I joined Chambogo University, I came with around 2 jeans.
Wow.
When I reached
Can
the
you
university
imagine?
and I would find guys are dressed up, I'm like, I had one shoe throughout my 4 years. One like this whenever you do my stuff at campus. So Suubi's story is like almost similar.
So there are a lot, even you could find in those people who were mocking Suubi, there are people who came,
Yes, right,
just
the
Suubi
same
had a metallic
Yes.
case. Maybe there are those people who came without smartphones, and that was your metallic case. And then you came without clothes.
Yeah.
Can you all take us your first day? How you came to Chambogo? How you came to university? Mine is so fresh in my head. I walked to Chambogo. I walked. So I was putting on shorts and some old shoes and a t-shirt. That's how I joined. That was my first day in Chambogo University.
Yeah, my first day in Chambogo, I had someone who was helping me. So it wasn't so challenging.
Yes.
But the one thing, the challenging thing which I found is to get a hostel. Whereby the person whom I gave my money, he got me a hostel which was even leaking. So it was my challenge on that
was your
first day.
metallic suit.
Yes.
Because everyone, we have this
Yeah, yeah.
vision of a campus. I'm going to the university. There is this expectation you have. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like this. Now imagine you have support, but then still your money can't get you what you want. You get, and people will come to you and mock you, not knowing that someone fooled you around.
Yeah, I mean my first day at campus, I remember I got my mom's and who gave me. I should be sure it wasn't a metallic suitcase. They gave me this other types of suitcase. Mom just offered the suitcase.
The old
one, that which has not even those wheels the campus has used for driving. And when you're on the, I carried on the head. I climbed on the head, up reached to the hostel, and I think I was laughed at. I think they laughed at me also. But as time came on, I started adapting the university. But I had one shoe, that's the reality. For the rest of my 3 years, I would have only one shoe. I dance in that shoe, I clean it, I go. So I think that was my journey in brief when I just joined campus.
Wow.
Me, actually, in addition to mine, the shoe which I came with, my brother-in-law is the one who gave
Your
it to me.
brother-in-law.
And he had wore it for over 4 years. Imagine.
That shoe must be hereditary.
Yes. But it's still there.
So how do you
Actually, my first day on the university, it was a challenge itself, because there are certain things I never expected that I raised along the way. Actually, from this conversation, I can say that from wherever you'll be coming from and where you're going from, those are the challenges you meet.
Yes.
if I've been in a poor condition and you are going ahead, you know you are going to expect other challenges. The ones I've not seen it before. Because this is life, things keep on building. So when I reached here, I had come with the mattress. And the mattress, the one I was using in high school, it was as small as this.
You could pack it in
I could
Sophia.
fold it and pack it in a suitcase.
Because even in Suubi Sophia there was a mattress.
Because for me, I knew it is my mattress. I have been using it before. I still
it was
can
okay.
use it. But when I reached here, also people criticized it. That's when I realized that I had to get another mattress.
So you were pressurized to
I was
but
pressurized.
it wasn't your will.
It wasn't my will.
So and a lot
By
of
the
students-
condition which was there, I had to come with that mattress because home things are not easy. But I had the commitment that I should also stay at the university and move on with life because I had passed my A level.
How long did it take you to change that mattress?
Actually, it took me the whole semester. So when I went back home, I told Mom, I'm not going back with this mattress. So
Which mom is that? I know mom
yes,
is watching that.
my dad would not quickly realize that because he would say, but you have
So
been
did
using
you
this
go
mattress.
to sleep?
Actually,
That's how fathers be.
actually, but I
Did
slept
you
the
go
whole
to sleep?
semester. I slept the whole semester on my mattress. Some people are criticizing.
How were you feeling? How were you feeling?
Actually, I would lay my bed sheets there. I would make sure actually that my bed is well covered. No one would. Maybe if you just come, you have visited me, and you sit there. That's when you would feel there. The
That's
thickness of
the
mattress.
metals, eh?
The metal.
So
But
I
it was all
know
okay.
a lot in campus, a lot of people are even worse than Suubi.
Yeah.
Just because theirs is covered and Suubi's case was put out there. You could find such people also criticized Suubi because I read through the comments. Some people were like, really? Going to university? Then someone commented, some parents are mean. You know, it's easy to judge when you don't know someone's background. And some people judged because their stories are not out there. Okay, so what is your take on this issue? And all of us have done this. Most cases we've judged people before we got to know their story. So from that experience, what do you think we should change in campus? Because sometimes we keep saying, hey, Nicholas, buli omulaba mu lecture abeera mwaka akasaati naye alimba okitegeera. So how best can we make these people feel comfortable? Even when we don't know their background, we don't know where they come from, but how best can we make each other feel comfortable in campus? Irrespective of our financial backgrounds.
Actually, to me myself I'm an example because I'm not from a well background.
But you're smart, you're dressed like a minister's kid.
Indeed, of course. But what I learned from Suubi's case is that we need to understand each other.
Yeah.
Because in this world we are not equal. Despite what the Bible tells us that we are equal. But in this world, there are people who are rich and there are people who are poor. We need to understand each other. If you see me, you have seen me, I'm not well off. Take me as I am. Not despising me or not using me as a subject.
Some people end up judging others that maybe they are not good enough because they don't have what they have.
Yes.
So Nico, how best can we make each other feel comfortable in campus?
Well, how best you can make each other feel at peace at campus? You see, me when I was when I was in year one, I like relating to my story. I think the friends who are ahead of me made me feel at peace at campus.
Yes.
They would encourage me that despite of what you're going through, you can overcome it. Despite of being new at campus, I wasn't even bullied because the friends I had. So let's us who are ahead help these first years. We help them in that we don't despise of their background because in reality, this is honestly, with all of the majority, around 70% don't come from rich families. The majority will all come from a poor background. So if you find someone like Suubi, embrace and support Suubi. Make Suubi feel proud at campus. Make someone understand the basics of the university. Because I remember when I was in year one, one day as a fresher, I was going for freshers ball. Literally, did I know what happens there? I wish I knew. I wouldn't step there. I lost my simple button phone. By then it wasn't a smartphone. You're laughing, but this is a reality. by then it wasn't smartphone. I had a button phone, that one I lost. But what keeps me confidence that when I lose something, it's the basics I normally tell to other people. When you lose something, a thief is just advancing you to get something better.
And it's fellow students who stole you. I'm sure.
So when a thief sells, or if they take, they are helping you to get
better things.
And all of a sudden I had to get a smartphone. So I thought that the thief take that one. So in summary, let's embrace others, let's support others. If you're a leader, because if you're a leader, guide these first years, come join associations, come attend fellowship, come do discussions. Know the groups you're going to discuss. Don't join any friends anyhow. Because if us, some of us were already out of university, if we never chose our friends adequately, if we never knew that this is the quality of friend I have, we would have graduated. So if Suubi is surrounded, or if any other first year is surrounded by people who are not going to add you, who people will demolish you to the ground, my friend, you won't prosper. But if you have friends who are going to say that, oh, Nicholas, you know what? If it's time for coursework, do your coursework early. Nicholas, if it's time for fellowship at Kakumba, fellowship anywhere, go for fellowship. If it's a Sunday, let's pray. Because there are some people in the hostels, they don't pray. They are just there sleeping. But if you find someone who doesn't pray, will he guide you to fellowship with God? You find that you're retarding in your fellowship.
Oh, wow. That is
Actually, the only idea I can give students, it will be in this category.
How can you support that yourself? If yourself in year one was another person,
Actually,
how best could you support them to make them comfortable with their mattress?
The day you step in the campus, you're always worried of certain things. And sometimes you are bad off, but by the time you are leaving, you are not exactly the same. I drive the example from me. I reached here when I was worried of certain things. I remember asking myself a question: am I going to meet the standards of the university?
Which standards are those?
Because I would look around my students. They are dressed very well.
The jeans.
You use me as an example because I was ahead of you.
Have smartphones, everything.
Not knowing the guy doesn't change jeans. He was using 2 jeans and you were admiring
him. Because I see him. I never knew that. But actually, as time went by, a lot of things changed. So the worries usually have at the start, like Suubi. If the metallic suitcase was the worry, I don't think it is always the blame to other students. This one might be having a suitcase but doesn't have other necessities. For example, doesn't have a phone, doesn't have a laptop. The requirements, the scholastic material.
Everyone has been a Suubi now.
We have different Suubis, like in different scenarios. So the only encouragement is to tell the senior students, always receive these new people with a good heart. Encourage. You never know that person you have encouraged might change from there and then. Me, the person I stayed with is the one who helped me so much. Because he was also in the condition I was. But he was so strategic. Because every time he would tell me, Alan, I want to do this. And I will not be the same. If it's time for academics, he's there. Other events,
He's there.
these seminars, workshops is always there.
And that's
up to now, right now, I look up
Give
to
him
him.
some credit.
I look up to him. Whenever I meet him, I say, this is my mentor.
Mention him.
He's called Kure Simon.
Yes.
And I know Kure, wherever you are, really you mentored me.
Let me tell you, Kule is one good thing. He excels academically. And you know some people in university,
he's a mentor, he's a natural.
when someone is doing well academically, they're not doing well socially. Because they're always, but Kule was all round. I know him.
If you know him, the better.
Academically, socially.
Of course, we served on the same committee with him.
Yeah, he served on some
And it's within that time that I knew the Nicholas, we became friends, and up to now, Nicholas. I think if it were not you, I don't think I would be part of this conversation. So let us always encourage.
Thank you.
I appreciate the Vice Chancellor, Makerere, when he had over the Suubi's case, they responded on social media, was to give an encouragement to Suubi, rather than what criticize.
To the Suubis, actually. Suubi was like an
so he was not
MP
only talking
representative.
to Suubi, so there are so many of us who are not touched. And then again, to the students who are always anxious of joining the university, amidst any challenge, as long as home they are willing to support, use anything available. Look at how I can only put it. Any resource available. Whether it is one trouble, let me tell you, my friend, you will come to the university. By the time you are in the second year, you have 3 troubles.
I want to
By
give
the time
you...
you finish,
on addition to yours, I want to give a testimony here. Me, my performance since my primary, it was not good.
It was not
because I remember in my P7 I got 26.
26.
In senior 4, the first start I got 58. I rebounds. I got 42. When I came to senior 6, I got 12 points because I didn't give up.
Yeah.
I knew where I came from.
Yeah.
Then at campus now I'm the one who is discussing for people.
Yeah,
So I always use every situation as an opportunity.
You didn't let anything
I
put
didn't
you
let,
down.
yes, because if I had put my mind on my past, I couldn't make it where I am. But I said, let me stand on my dream until where I am now.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, to me, Erina, my summary to those who are going to join university, because we have them next year. My summary, I made it a simple one. Know your goal and stick towards it.
Yes.
Be focused to take on the university, no matter what you have.
Yes.
Utilize what you have to start up a level of education.
Yes.
Don't fear that, I don't have a suitcase. Go, even if you carry in the Kavera. Rumba. And then another thing, be positive in life. So he was positive. If he wasn't positive, university and I have to do it.
Yes.
Trust God above all. I know that boy must be trusting God. Because all what he earned, I followed him like, the boy got another scholarship in engineering, he left the other course. They go outside, the Bamwade smartphone, iPhone, Bamwade that double with MTN, data band of free. To charge out to do the major to What they made for full over semester or full 4th year.
What was meant to break him made him.
What from grass made him. Then above all, know what you really want. That's the degree.
I will not repeat anything that all of us have shared, but I know there are a lot of Suubis there. You don't need to give up. Start with what you have. University is a collection of all backgrounds. Some are rich, some are poor, and some are very poor. Even you will be surprised, the poor will also call you poor. But don't mind. Whatever you start with, as long as you're focused to what you want, you'll achieve it. We all joined with different backgrounds. Not all of us excelled. Probably those we called rich didn't excel, and those who were so poor excelled. It's not a consolation, even the rich students pass. But start your university with whatever you have. Don't be limited by anything. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. You can also dislike and give us a reason why what you didn't like, so that we can improve the next time. Thank you so much. Share university students so that they can learn from us. Yes.
Comment. Those Suubis that are viewers, please comment.
If you are we have all been Suubis in a different way. If you are there, you can also, tell us your story. Thank you.
Thank you.